I solemnly swear there'll be no jump scares in this video. Trust me, you have my word. Well, I'm here again, guys, and it's that time of year, Halloween. Hope you had a whole bunch of fun, either giving out candy, trick-or-treating, or just not doing anything. And either way, happy Halloween to all. Now, on to what I said I was going to do in one of my previous videos. I'm going to be reviewing the rest of the Five Nights at Freddy's games, starting at Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Boom. In space, you get stories, all this, and you get hired as a newly. You go to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place as a newly hired security guard. You are working the night shift till 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. while there are 11, count them, 11 bloodthirsty animatronics trying to kill you throughout the night. Hmm. 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 But this, since you're in a new building, that means there's no blast doors to close. Means animatronics can easily walk right inside your office, and now there's vents on this where they can easily crawl through in order to get to you. The one thing you need to worry about the most is making sure the animatronics do not get you, because if they do, well, you already know, you're dead. In order to prevent that from happening, you need to put on the Freddy Fazbear mask as soon as you see them coming down, because you do not put on that mask while they're looking at you, stare at the camera before putting on the mask, they're gonna get you. In addition to the new animatronics, we have 6 new animatronics. There's all the toy versions of the other characters. There's Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, the Mangle, or Toy Foxy. You see Balloon Boy and the Marionette. Meanwhile, all the old characters are all broken and withered down in the back room. Once you start out the game, and you'll get a little phone message from phone. You get a little phone message from phone telling you about the building, and all of that. Once you get throughout the game, then everything starts getting a little bit more hectic. And some of the animatronics are special in their own ways, like Balloon Boy and Fox, and the Marionette. For Balloon, for one, this instead of using blast doors to close, you have a flash. I use to check the camera. Easy check on the animatronic's current position. And one, now on night 2, Foxy becomes active, and the one thing you need to do, when looking at Foxy, you need to flash him with the flashlight when he's in the hall, because you not flash him in the hall, he will lunge. You not flash him with the flashlight when he's in the hall, he will lunge at you and kill you. But there are some odd things sometimes with the flash. That's like sometimes it'll short out when you want to look at the hallway or the camera. Alright, it's the way of telling you that the animatronics are trying to move without having to animate them. We'll never know. The next special one is Balloon Boy, whereas if he gets into the office, he does not directly kill you, but instead he takes away the batteries in your flashlight, making you an easy target for Foxy. And once again, Foxy will only be affected by the flashlight. The mask will not affect them in either way. He will still kill you nonetheless. Yes. Now the last special one, the Marionette. The Marionette has in the prize corner, where he has a toy box which has a music box, so you need to constantly wow and make sure it doesn't. I'll stop whining because if the music box drains all the way, when you not wind it up, a little jingle will play signaling that the Marionette is coming. And once the Marionette leaves, there's no way to stop him. Even if you wind up the music box when he's already left, he will not go back, and you're already dead. And the mask will not affect the Marionette either. So be sure to keep checking on the prize corner camera all the time. on night 3 is when the rest of the folks come out. Now, you got old Freddy, old Chinga, and old Bonnie. And the motherfuckers are creeping as shit. The one thing you need to worry about the wizard animatronics is that once they get into the office, you need to put on the mask as fast as possible, because if they get in the office you put on the mask way too slow, they're gonna get you no matter what. The one thing you do is that they're in the vent, and you hear them coming out. Be ready to move your mouse cursor over to the mask so you can put it down as quickly as you can to stop them from killing you. Once they get through night 5, you walk out with your week's pay of $100.50, a little bit less than what you made in the first game, which is $120. After that, night 6 on the next thing you come after round 6 of these festivities because you really hate yourself. But once you enter night 6, then Golden Freddy decides to join in on the fun. And there's 2 ways when he can kill you. One way that he can kill you is that if his head is in the hall. If you flash the flashlight down the hall and you see his head floating in there, do not keep the light on him, as he will kill you if you do. Another way that he can kill you is that appearing in the office and he slowly fades away. Another way he can kill you is that if he appears in the office and then you need to put on the mask as he slowly fades away. If you do not, he will kill you, and then you will fail. Once you get through night 6, you walk out with your little bonus pay for working overtime, which is $20, which is extra $20. Add the custom night unlocks for you. After that, custom night unlocks, you can set the difficulty settings of the animatronics in any way you like to get more affiliated with the game. And if you're an insane person, you can try going for the all 10 and 20 mode or Golden Freddy mode of the game and classifies it. Yes, this custom night is not like the first one. This custom night in Final Fantasy 2 actually has set challenges. And once you beat one, you get a pushing on your desk to signal that you actually beat the challenge. But let me tell you right now, Golden Freddy or 1020 mode, or whatever you want to call it, is the hardest mode in that game. It will take you a long time to complete because you will need to have godlike reflexes, which is what you enter that night, because the animatronics will be moving so fast that you will not have any time to either check on the music box, flash in the hallway to look for funky, or anything else. You need to be extremely focused when doing 1020 mode. Yeah, it is the hardest thing inside of the game. But once you get a night on night 7, you walk out with a pink slip telling you that you are fired for the reasons you were tampering with the animatronics and odor. Yep. In some ways, it might be a good thing that you get fired from the place. Seriously, having 11 bloodthirsty animatronics trying to kill you over the night just seems like a bad time, and it would actually be a good idea to get fired from that place. Not only that, but there's also a couple of little secret Easter eggs within the game. One Easter egg is in the Parts and Surfaces camera, where very rarely, when all the animatronics are outside of the Parts and Surface room, if you look in that camera again, very rarely there will be a shadow Freddy figure sitting in here, and if you look at him too long, it will crash the game. Alternatively, inside the office, if you look to the very left, there will very rarely be a shadow Bonnie figure standing there, and once again, if you stare at it too long, it will crash the game. One more Easter egg is within the prize corner, is when the marionette leaves it. If you look at that camera before the marionette comes to kill you, you will see a metal endoskeleton standing by the box. And then if you look into the left, vent, you will see the endoskeleton crawling through it. The endoskeleton does not directly kill you. It's just a little Easter egg for you to see. Anyway, now let's move on to FNAF 3. FNAF, the story of FNAF 3 is that Finance of Freddy's is no longer Earth, being as the old restaurant has been taken down. However, someone thought it would be a good idea to make a horror attraction out of the damn thing. And when the people were looking into the restaurant, they found one thing. They found one animatronic. Like the animatronic called Springtrap, which is actually a pun off a bear trap. Clever, clever, yeah. But when you begin the game, and you start with night one, no, not one. Night one, nothing happens. Like literally, you can just sit. Like literally, there's nothing in the building that's gonna kill you or anything. You can just sit through night one and just enjoy. Wait, you can just enjoy sitting and you're just relaxing. But once you get into the second night, then things start to get crazy. As spring, that will begin roaming around the attraction, trying to get into you. Once again, you have no door. Once again, you have no door, or no flash. Once again, you have no doors to close. And this time, you don't have a flashlight either. Instead, you have to rely on the camera. In fact, the cameras here you're gonna have to rely on an audio. Now, it's one of the lure sprint jump around the building to stop them from getting to you. But other than that, there's also a little reboot panel on the left side, which you can use to reboot any of the systems, being that your audio devices, the camera system, and the goddamn ventilation. Yes, it's just has the privilege to breathe in the attention. Or if you don't reboot the ventilation system, you begin to hallucinate these burnt up phantom images of the animatronics who do not kill you. They just make the ventilation go out all over again. And once you meet each night, you'll be taken to a little mini game where you control the animatronics and you follow a little shadow Freddy figure telling you to follow him. Once you get to a certain point in the building, the shadow Freddy will move into the back room. If you try to go into that back room, it says error. If you walk back, then the promo guy will come out and destroy the animatronic, and this continues on until night 5. Right, once you beat night 5, you actually play as the crying child, who is actually looking for the purple guy. And when he gets to the back room, they actually find the purple guy, and they force him into the spring lock suit that forcefully kills him, and then it is proven to us that Springtrap was actually the purple guy. His soul is inside of the body. The purple guy is dead, but his soul remains within the Springtrap suit. Now, actually, with Finance of Freddy's 3, there are actually multiple endings to this. If you beat the game normally, you get the bad ending, which shows the animatronic heads with glowing eyes. Right. But what you don't know is that during one of the mini games, there will actually be little secret hints in the same room telling you to do certain things throughout the game in order to get the good ending. And then what you need to do throughout these mini games is that, one, you have to go do a game called BB's Air Adventure, where you have to collect balloons, and once you collect 7 balloons and you see an exit door, do not go to the exit door. Instead, jump out to the very left of the box, and you can glitch through it. Once you glitch through the block, keep moving to the right. And then you will find the final balloons inside another box. And then jump in it and glitch through it again, grab the balloon, and then go to the next minigame called Mangle's Quest. What you need to do again is collect all of Mangle's parts to put them at the end. And once you do, and you see the exit door, once again, do not go through the exit door, as that will end the minigame. Instead, jump through the wall again to glitch through it. Once you get to the bottom and walk to the very left, you will see balloon platforms that have appeared. If you jump up on the balloon platforms to the very top, you will see a cake. And grab the cake and go back to the other mini games and find the crying children and give them the cake. Once you do that and you get to night 5, click on the marionette poster you see in camera 3. This will lead you to the happiest day minigame, where you just need to walk to the very right, place the cake on the table, and then you need to beat night 5, and then you will achieve the good ending. Once again, after you beat night 5, night 6 unlocks, or night 6 unlocks, or more importantly, it's called nightmare mode. For some reason, I don't know. And once you beat that, then the horror attraction actually burns down. Though some relics have been collected, like then some people were thinking to sell those relics. After that, there's no night 7. Then the extras unlock. You can look at the animatronics. You can play the minigames. Again. Look at the jump scares, or you can look at a few cheats, where you have where the nights go as you have no errors. The animatronics can be more aggressive. And stuff like that. And you can actually make your own night 7 by turning on aggressive mode and going back to nightmare mode. You can make it feel like your own night 7. It's still very, very hard. I wouldn't recommend doing it. But if you're a crazy son of a bitch, then go ahead and try it. Alright, with that out of the way, let's move on to FNAF 4, which I think is the scariest out of all the games. The story to this is that you're not even a security guard or even pretending to be one. You're a kid, stuck inside his own house, locked inside of his own room. Why? Because of nightmare versions of the animatronic. This kid is seeing. During the first night, you play a mini game where you see the child locked inside his room, where he ends up crying himself to sleep. There, the game begins. And just your places out of the kid's bedroom. You have two doors on the left and right. You have the closet in front of you, and you have the bed behind you. And for the first 3 hours, nothing will happen. Once it gets to 3 a.m., then things are to become active. Nightmare Freddy, Nightmare Bonnie, and Nightmare Chica will become active. The one thing that is very important about this game is sound. Yes, sound is very important with Final Fantasy Freddy's 4, as it is the only way to survive. Alright, once you go up and jump the doors, you can flash the flashlight down the hallway to see if anything is there. And if you see something down there, do not close the door, because if you close the door, you see Nightmare Bonnie or Nightmare Chicken down the hall. If you close the door, they will run up the door, and if you flashlight again, they will definitely be there and they will kill you. What you need to do is use the flashlight to check if they're there, and if you see them there, do not close the door. Or if you go into the door again and you hear a breathing noise, gonna close the door. Do not flash it. One thing you guys need to know is that when this game first released, the sound of the animatronic's breathing was very faint. That Scott Cawthon, the creator of Final Fantasy Freddy's, actually had to patch the game so that people would have an easier time hearing the breathing noises. Once again, and like I said, there are nightmare versions of the 4 original animatronics, including a Nightmare Fredbear, of all things. And I guess at this point, Nightmare Cupcake. You've never heard of a Nightmare Cupcake before? Or as you beat each night, you learn more and more about the story of this, or the crying child. Whereas throughout the mini games, his brother keeps on terrorizing him by scaring him with a foxy mask, and he has to go through a Freddy Fazbear place on his own birthday, which he does not want to go to. And before each night begins, you will actually get a chance to play a minigame called Fun with Plush Trap. What you need to do in this minigame is listen for audio cues of when Plush Trap moves. Plush Trap is basically just a miniature nightmare version of Springtrap who's going to try and kill you. What you need to do is you listen to audio cues is to know when he's moving. And you need to stop him on the little X right in front of you. If you stop him on the little X right in front of you, you win the mini game over in an extra 2 hours throughout the night, which means you only have to go from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. But if you die during the night, then it resets back to 12 a.m. You got to do the whole night. Right. Now, once night 2 begins, the Foxy begins to join the fun, and everybody just starts having their little powwow trying to get to you. And Foxy is a little special in his case, whereas he starts out in the hall just like Bunny and Chica, but when he gets inside the room, he goes inside the closet first, not the kid for some reason. Now, which begs the question, what's stopping the gargantuan robots from just barging into the kid's room and grabbing him? He's a kid. The doors don't even have locks on them. What the hell's a flashlight gonna do? Well, Foxy starts at the hole just like the other, but when he gets down the room, he goes to the closet first, not the kid for some reason. It does not make sense. Once you beat knife 1 through 4 and you get the knife 5, all the other animatronics are gone and replaced by Nightmare Fredbear, who was like the big boss of the game. Nightmare Fredbear is special in his own case, whereas as he doesn't go up to the door and do breathing noises like Bonnie and Chica. Instead, he will appear in one random hallway in the bed, on the bed, or in the closet. If he's in the hallway and you see him there, close the door immediately and wait until you hear him walking away. If you hear him walking, there's special audio use a signal when he's in the halls or in the room. If he walks and then laughs, then he's in the room. But if he laughs and then walks, he's still in the halls. If his head appears on the bed, just keep the flashlight on him and he will go away. If he appears in the closet, close the closet doors and wait until he goes away. Okay, once you eat knife 5, then you arrive at the meeting and where the kid is at his party and the brother and his bully friends are terrorizing him and what they are. But the one thing that they do is that they grab him, take him up to the animatronic known as Fred Air, and they put him in his and then bam, everybody watches in horror as Fred Air chomps on the kid's head. Then the game resets. See, after this, night 6 unlocks, and you'll be fighting against all the 4 original animatronics, but instead. And once you get to 4 a.m., they all disappear and then Nightmare Fredbear comes back in. And then once you beat night 6, you get another cutscene where the Fredbear doll, where the kid's Fredbear doll is talking to him, telling him that he will always be there for him and not give up on him. And one special line where he says, "I will put you back together." And then once the cutscene ends, you hear a flat line signaling that the kid was in the hospital and he has died. And then once you beat that, you unlock stuff in the extras menu, and then you unlock Nightmare Mode, which is actually night 7. Whereas it's the same thing as night 6, except for Nightmare Fredbear appearing at 4 a.m., it's actually a new animatronic called Nightmare. Yep, the night is named after him, Nightmare. And he is the fastest out of all the animatronics, and he is a little bit unfair. Because sometimes when he's at the door and you close it, sometimes he'll just ignore the fact that you closed the door on him, and then he'll just kill you outright. I've seen it happen to people. Whereas they see Nightmare down the hall, they close the door on him, and then for some reason he still kills them anyway, even though they closed the door on him for some reason. That's kind of weird. But after you beat night 7, then you get treated to a box with 2. You get treated to a box where all you can do is touch the lock, and then the text above, and then a special text appears above it saying, perhaps some things are best left forgotten for now. Now, there's more to this box than we know. Oh, no. There has to be more to this box than we already know. No, there has to be something special inside of it. Because based on the text says some things are best left forgotten, there must be something in that box that we can't see. Yeah, it must be super serious for it to be locked up. Yep. And after that, you get third star. Or, but then you may be asking yourself, is there like a 2020 mode in this game? Well, actually there is. If you actually type like in 2020, you actually unlock night 8. Yes, there are 8 nights in this game. It's exactly same as Nightmare mode, except it's just way harder. The same thing. That's night 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. It's the regular animatronics. 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. It's Nightmare. Alright, you gotta be super duper fast. But if you manage to beat night 8, you get your 4th star, and you officially completed Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Alright, now let you guys know on something. You may be asking, am I be doing FNAF World? Am I reviewing FNAF World? No, I will not be reviewing FNAF World. That is not a horror game, and it's not a scary game. And it's a cute version. It's a little small and cute version of the game, and where there's no like horror elements to it. It's an RPG of all things. And so I won't be going over that one, except we'll go into the next game of Sister Location. Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location. The story to this game is that you get hired as a new technician who works in a place called Circus Baby's Pizza World. Well, whereas throughout each night, you'll check on the animatronics, make sure they're not malfunctioning or anything, and make sure they're in top order for each show. Throughout the night, however, is when things start to get a little bit crazy. Night 1, nothing happens. It's exactly the same like Five Nights at Freddy's 3, where nothing happens. You check Ballora, you check Funtime Foxy, and then that's it. You leave. Night 2, however, commands you to go through the and check on baby. But then after that, the little voice tells you that the power handling do certain things malfunctioning. Then after that baby begins talking to us. And tells us to hide under the desk as that someone else crept into a hiding place. And then at little miniature versions of the baby called Bitty Bag will start coming after you. After a certain while, they start to go away, and then you go back to the event and you go to the Blur Gallery where you have to repair all the systems manually. But while you're doing that, you have to crawl to Blur Gallery, and what you need to do is be sure to don't just crawl all the time. Be sure to crawl every little moment, because Blur will be circling around the room, and if you run into her, she's going to kill you. Once you get into the breaker room, you need to repair all the systems manually. Meanwhile, while you're doing that, Funtime Freddy will be wandering around inside the room trying to kill you. But you use a voice bomb to get in the mood back to stage so you leave you alone. Once you do that and you repair all the systems, just crawl back to the below or gallery, and then the night will be complete. Night 3, he tells you that need to go over to repair Funtime Freddy, where you have to go to the Funtime Auditorium where Funtime Foxy is located. However, when you get into the room is pitch black, and you have to use a flash beacon to make sure you know exactly where you're going. But while you're running to the Funtime Auditorium, Funtime Foxy is wandering around trying to find you. If you flash the beacon and you see Funtime Foxy, just be sure to walk in a straight line, because if you run into them, they're gonna kill you. Once you get to the room where Funtime Freddy is sitting in, you have to manually do something to fix it. Then you have to do something to the body hand puppet of it, and then you have to leave the room. But once you're done once you're messing around with Freddy and you go back to the Funtime Auditorium, no matter what you do, Foxy will always get you. But you may be thinking, if Foxy is always going to get you in that instance, wouldn't that mean the game over? No. It actually just transitions you over to night 4 instantly. Like where Baby has kidnapped you and stuffed you inside a spring lock suit. Now, the thing about spring locks is that they are extremely faulty, as the locks can be activated by a person's breath or heartbeat. Heartbeat. However, when you get inside a spring lock suit, it doesn't automatically kill you. Instead, you're inside of a room with or a roller and gets destroyed by something called the scooper. Once that happens, happens, then the spring locks view opens up and you have to wound up the spring locks manually to avoid being killed. Meanwhile, while you're doing that, the mini hyenas will be crawling up the suit trying to kill you. What you need to do is shake them off. But however, when doing that, if you sh- when you sh- inside the spring lock suit, this will cause the spring locks to become more and more loose. In fact, night four, or it was so hard. In fact, night four was viewed as being so difficult that Scott had to patch the game just to make it easier, but it's still hard nonetheless. Night five. Night five is where everything comes to an end. Once you begin night five, you try to check on the lore or about that boxing again, but when you check inside the rooms, you see two people being hanged inside of their rooms, signaling that they have been killed. The baby tells you to come over to her room and tell you to send her to the Scooby room, and so she can be destroyed. And after that, it tells you to go to the Scooby room. You see all the bodies of the broken animatronics, and then you see one animatronic standing on a window who was called Ennard, who uses the scooper to scoop out your insides and take over your body. Then once that happens, you get a view of a cutscene showing how Ennard has possessed your body now and is now in control of you. Once you approach the mirror, the character opens their eyes, signaling that you are actually William Afton, aka the Purple Guy, who would then go on to murder all the other kids from the Five Nights at Freddy's locations. Now, actually, once you walk into the dark room of the Funtime Auditorium, there's actually another room you can go through, the private room. However, when first going to that room, if you try to go inside that room, you'll hear access denied, and then you'll get jump scared to death. In order to access the private room, you have to do a secret mini game that will sometimes appear when you die. But an ultimate way to access this mini game is to go to the extras menu, hover over to the bottom left of the corner, you'll see an 8-bit baby icon. Click on it, and you can access the mini game anytime you want. What you need to do within the mini game is feed all the children with the cupcakes, grab the ice cream in the end, and go all the way back to the beginning and put the ice cream down. And doing that will actually show a cutscene of a young British girl being murdered by Baby. That game resets. And the game resets. Jump back into night 5, and you try to go into the private room. This time, you'll hear access granted, and then welcome back to classic Five Nights at Freddy's. And your only enemy this time is Ennard. Ennard is a special son of a bitch. Basically, Ennard will be moving throughout the room. However, it combines all the elements from all the other four games. Whereas it's classic Five Nights at Freddy's, you got the door. Whereas classic Five Nights at Freddy's, where you got the doors, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, where you have the vents, Five Nights at Freddy's 3, where there's only one animatronic that can kill you, and Five Nights at Freddy's 4, where it uses sound elements. The sound elements will play a major role when going up against Ennard, as when he makes one sound on one side, that means he's just at that side. If he makes another sound, that means he's at the door. Or if you hear him make another sound, open the door and don't check the camera, then he'll 100% be gone. This works until 3 a.m. And once it becomes 4 a.m., he starts to become more and more hard to deal with. And sometimes he won't just make a sound at all, and you just have to make a guess on which place he's at, either at the doors or the vents. And there's sometimes where we'll make a little small noise that you can just faintly hear. You gotta listen closely to make sure you hear that, because if you don't hear it and you don't close the door with a sign on, he's gonna kill you. Or however, using the doors and the cameras will make you drain your power faster. And once it reaches 0%, you'll just have to wait. And when it reaches 0% and you're at 5 a.m., you'll just have to hope that luck is on your side and you make it to 6 a.m. And then after that, once you eat that night, there will actually be a cutscene showing that William Afton has gone home and Ennard has followed them home. Oh, but then after that, and yeah, that's basically the story finds a basis location. But but we're not done yet. Yeah, because later the game got an official update that added a custom night to it. Whereas the same thing as ever, except you don't get to set the difficulty levels of the animatronics, except they're set for you, and they're set in challenges. Whereas Golden Freddy mode is brought back, and it's 1020 mode all over again. This time adding a few new animatronics in the fray. Right, the Yen Endo, who acts exactly like Golden Freddy. You got a pink version of the Bonnie hand puppet called Bonnet. You have the Bitty Bat. You have another Bitty Bat called Electro Bab, who drains your power. You have another form of Funtime Foxy called Lolbit. You have the mini arenas, and then you got the mini arena 2. Who as you beat each night, more and more 8-bit cutscenes will be shown of the purple guy walking out of the establishment, walking on the road happily. But as you see more and more cutscenes, you'll see that his body is decaying more, and once you see the final cutscene and fully decayed, his body is the body, right? And then he shoots something out of his mouth, most likely being entered, and and then it looks like he becomes a pile of mush, but then he recreates to become the actual purple guy. Right now, there's actually something special with the Golden Freddy mode. If you actually beat it, you will get shown a secret cutscene where William Afton's son, Michael Afton, is planning to find his father at any cost. And it was a small little sample of Spring up in the right corner, which makes the story even more confusing because even more and more elements are being added as we go on. Now that way, let's go with Five Nights at Freddy's Pizza Simulator. Basically, Five Nights at Freddy's Pizza Simulator allows you to create your own pizzeria, but still adds the little horror elements that have you do salvaging of rusted up animatronics of Baby and Springtrap, who is now called Scrap Trap and Scrap Baby. Maybe and Molten Freddy. Each night you'll have to order supplies for the building, but while doing that, the animatronics will be crawling to the bench trying to get to you. Once you beat them, you do certain things to help preserve your pizzeria, and you get a lawsuit. You obviously know what that means. Bad things. However, with certain things that you can buy for your pizzeria, there comes some risks. It's like with the lefty animatronic, where it has a high risk rate, where it could possibly damage your establishment. You want to risk, you can buy lefty, but if you don't want to risk it, it's going to get in the lawsuit, then it might be best for you to not buy it. Yep, that's it. After that, let's move on to Ultimate Custom Night. Not to Ultimate Custom Night, where basically where FNAF Ultimate Custom Night is basically 50 animatronics taken from all of the games and bunch them into one game and to make the Ultimate Custom Night, where you can add them to any of them you can, going all the way up to 20. And everyone is special in their own way. And the more times you play, the more points you earn to getting new offices and items. And there are also a set number of challenges. Let me tell you, those challenges are really, really hard, especially the chaos challenges. Where a whole bunch of animatronics will be set to the highest level as possible and just screw you. But if you're an insane person, you can try going in the 50-20 mode, where all the animatronics are moving so goddamn fast and so many things are appearing on the screen, you probably won't even get a chance. You probably won't just have like 15 seconds upon starting the night. Right? Because 50-20 mode is just And you may be thinking to yourself, maybe Markiplier, probably Markiplier had to this, and he probably beat it. No, Markiplier actually did not do 50-20 mode. He said he wasn't going to do it because he knew it would be too hard for him. However, someone else has beaten 50-20 mode, a YouTuber called Dawko. And Markiplier calls himself the king of Finance of Freddy's. However, I think Dawko may be taking that crown from him, as he beat 50-20 mode while Mark did not. Markiplier, you got some competition. Someone trying to take your crown. You need to fight for your crown. But yeah, there's no story to FNAF custom night. It's just a little fun game you can play with animatronics at your leisure. But then now for the last game, sure, which I did not expect it to happen at all. FNAF Finance of Freddy's VR Help Wanted. Yes, Finance of Freddy's has a VR game. And once you begin playing it, you actually begin to yourself, and you actually begin to like you're actually inside of the pizzeria trying to defend yourself against the animatronics. Basically, it's the same in game, but now it's in VR. Or with whole terrifying no point of view. Because it actually makes you feel you're actually inside of the restaurant, like I said earlier. Basically, the same thing except now there's a hard mode. And once you beat everything in the game, you get greeted by a new animatronic called Glitch Trap. Who was very fond of you for some reason. And FNAF VR recently got a Halloween update that added new game modes to it. You guys want to go ahead and check that out. And be sure to go grab FNAF VR and start playing it. But yes, that's the review of all the Finance of Freddy's games so far. Alright. Because Scott Cawthon just teased another FNAF game that could be coming out at some point in 2020. And we're all gonna be waiting for that. Yeah, very soon. So with all that's, everybody should leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications so that you don't miss any videos. Have yourselves a fantastic Halloween, and see you guys then.